Hello, my name is Arun Jacob and I'm a licensed New Zealand immigration advisor as well as international education advisor. My team and I, we've been helping young students from different parts of the world to move to other destination countries and pursue their dreams of high quality education as well as future career options. Now, for many years, my team and I, we've been working with a lot of bright young people and helping them to move to New Zealand. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the top 5 reasons why you should consider New Zealand as your study destination. Reason number 1. As an international student who has been planning to go overseas for many years, you've gone through the process of eliminating countries, of eliminating courses, of figuring out your finances and writing your English tests and getting your medical tests done and getting your police certificates into place. You go through a whole lot of preparation to be able to get that beautiful visa stamp onto your passport. Now, unfortunately, after all that preparation, sometimes at the end of it all, a visa officer might look at your application and say, no, I'm not going to give a visa. That can be a devastating blow to anybody, and that is probably the reason number 1 that you should choose New Zealand, because New Zealand has probably got one of the fairest visa processes that I have experienced as a migration professional in the industry for the last 15 years. The immigration law of New Zealand is based upon fairness and natural justice. And so if you're an international student who's been prepping for a really long time, I can assure you that working with Immigration New Zealand and putting your applications in front of them, either directly or through a good company like AJV, you can be assured of a very fair decision-making process. So that's reason number 1. Reason number 2. Of course, you're going to a country for good quality education, and New Zealand education rates really high up there along with the rest of the big institutions across the world. So you're not only getting fantastic education in New Zealand, we may not have a lot of universities or institutions as compared to many other countries, but the few universities we have and the institutes of technology, which are also owned by the government of New Zealand, and some really high quality private institutions do offer a very high quality of education. Not only is the quality of education very high, it's also very affordable as compared to some of the other countries. And the other important aspect is if you're coming at a particular level of study in New Zealand, you're also allowed to work part-time as an international student. So not only is it high quality education and affordable, but you also have the ability to be able to earn some money while you're studying. So that's your reason number 2. Reason number 3. Well, you're leaving the comfort of your home and you're going away to another country, foreign in nature. It's going to be completely alien till such a time that you're settling into that country. And as a young person who's probably leaving home for the first time, one of the biggest factors that's weighing upon your mind and upon the minds of your family members is how safe are you going to be? Now, if you look at the history and the overall systems in New Zealand, we are probably one of the safest countries on earth at the moment. New Zealand is considered one of those safe havens in an increasingly mad world which is going berserk in terms of terrorist activities and so many other issues that are creating such a big issue for people around the world. New Zealand stands out as a beacon of safety, and that is probably another reason that you should consider New Zealand. Not only is New Zealand safe, New Zealand is also very welcoming. New Zealand is very open. New Zealand is very welcoming. It does not hold biases against you based on your ethnicity or your religion or your language or even your sexual orientation. So that's the kind of nice free society that New Zealand is. So it's welcoming and safe, and that's your reason number 3. Reason number 4, you are investing a lot of money, time and effort to go and study abroad in a country. And what happens after your studies? Like any sane person, you would want to get some returns out of the investment you've made. And that is another reason why New Zealand stands out very well, because the post-study options in New Zealand are very clearly defined, and mentioned actually in the immigration law of New Zealand. So if you are coming as an international student to New Zealand and you are studying a course at a particular level and you complete that course successfully, you're almost certainly going to get something called the post-study work visa, which is granted to you after the completion of your studies. So all you've got to do is pick a good course at the right level and complete it successfully, and you would get something called the post-study work visa. Now, of course, you'll need to apply for it, and it's not a major process to get that post-study work visa into place. But once you get that, you essentially have 1 year in New Zealand to be able to find employment that is related to your course that you've completed. And if you're able to do that, then going further, you should be able to get more work visas, or if you're one of those fortunate people who actually get a good job at the right salary and at the right position, and you intend to live in New Zealand, you could possibly even apply for residency. So the post-study options and the post-study visas are very clearly defined, and this is your reason number 4 why you should choose New Zealand as your destination. Reason number 5, and last but not the least perhaps, is that you're going to be working with a company like AJV when you come to New Zealand. Now, AJV is a company that is based in New Zealand. We are based in the city of Hamilton in New Zealand. This is the origin of this company. This is a Kiwi company that was born and bred and growing in New Zealand. And we might be catering to people from different parts of the world, but we are essentially a Kiwi company. And that's probably another very important reason for you to consider coming to New Zealand, because you're going to be working with a company that's based in the country where you're entering. And we have a team of people available here locally, including myself. As I told you at the start of this video, I'm a licensed immigration advisor. And as I keep stating in most of my videos, for an international student, if you break down their entire journey from that moment when you decide to go overseas to that moment when you actually finally get a citizenship in a particular country, if you break it down, there are probably 10 steps. And only the first 3 or 4 steps actually happen in your country, which is essentially course selection, admission, visa, and physically getting onto a plane and moving to the other country. But the real drama starts after you land in the country which you've chosen as your destination. So if you choose New Zealand as your destination, you are coming to a country where the company that's helped you to get your admission and visa is also present, along with professionals on board, so that we are able to guide you at each and every step, even after you complete your course, and our advice continues to you throughout the journey till you reach that end goal of possibly getting residency or citizenship. Well, there you have it, your top 5 reasons why you should choose New Zealand. And we look forward to working with you. If you are a high-quality student with the right skills, attitude, and knowledge, very warm welcome to New Zealand, because we also have a shortage of skilled workers, and it is our belief who better than an international student who comes to this country, invests the time, money, and effort to understand us, become part of our ethos and our culture, and then go on to become a very productive worker, resident, or citizen of this country. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching my videos, and as always, please share it with your family and friends, and please do subscribe to the channel so that you keep getting more updated information. Thank you.